Now, doing this show, I've had the incredible privilege to play some iconic golf courses. And on today's video, we're gonna do something special and cover my top 5 favorite golf holes that I have played across America. We're gonna use the brand new GSPro software that was just released here in late 2024, test out all the features of the course play and have some fun. Now, I've got to mention that my golf simulator has become so much more immersive here lately because I have a new projector from BenQ. It's a 4K projector. I'll tell you all about it here as we go, but let's get out to our first iconic hole. All right, this is the 16th hole at TPC Sawgrass. It is a big sweeping dogleg left. I love that for my draw. And it's a par 5, so the next shot plays downhill into a pretty protected green with water on the right, a big bunker on the left. You gotta be accurate, but if you are, and you get the distance, could be your best chance at eagle on this whole course. I love this hole. Risk reward at its best. Let's see if we can get off the tee well. That should be perfect. And that's exactly what I did in real life. My second shot was pretty good, but it missed the green in real life. And this is about the distance I had, 234. I'm gonna go 5 wood here. As you can see, it is slightly downhill. You just cannot miss this shot right. Left is okay. Like I said, there's a bunker over there, which makes this such a good design, but you definitely cannot go right. I did not catch all of that. So we're not gonna get home in 2. And I'm over there in the left, but I'm safe. Safe is okay on this hole. 61 yards. This is where I can really test my chipping game. Now, we're gonna get a rough penalty here, as you can see down there on the bottom right. I do wish that GSPro told you exactly what the rough penalty was. Some of the launch monitors do that, but nevertheless, I know 60-yard shot out of this rough, I probably have to hit about a 65-yard shot. Nipped it pretty good. Is it enough though? Oh, that rough hung us up a little more than I would have hoped. We have a birdie putt though. As you can see, this green breaking towards the water pretty significantly. It is slightly uphill, this putt, and we've got 29 feet. Let's see if we can make a birdie here. Decent for speed, and we're inside that gimme circle, and that's a routine par. What a great hole. There's so many good holes at TPC Sawgrass. All right, let's get to our next course here. The next hole here is the 6th hole at Riviera. It's one of my favorite holes I've ever played. Now, this one was designed by an amateur architect at the time, George Thomas. He went on to design some other amazing gems. This course, though, for an unknown architect, was absolutely a masterpiece. The 10th hole, fantastic hole. You're driving off the top ledge right next to the clubhouse, and it's a reachable par 4 with tons of places that could get you into trouble if you miss the green. The 18th, heading back uphill, iconic, but this hole with its bunker in the middle of the green's gotta be the absolute most magnificent par 3 I've ever played. Now, you're gonna have to hit a long iron. I'm gonna have to hit a 5-iron here. And what I did in real life is I actually hit it too far to the back of the green where I had to either chip it over the bunker or putt around it. Now, it was a week before the US Amateur, so I decided to putt it, keep the course in good shape, and I made a 4. Let's see if we can do a little bit better here. But such a fantastic hole because with this club, it's tough to get the spin to get it to stop. I don't think I got all of that one. I did have one extra club though. Get up a little bit, go! I wanted to stay short of that bunker this time around, and we did that. I got a little chip here, or I could putt it. Probably would putt it in real life, but here in the simulator, I'm gonna chip it. I'm gonna chip it just a little right of that pin. Oh, get in, get in, get in! Oh! Well, another par, albeit a dramatic one. All right, next hole here is one of my favorite finishing holes. It's out in Missouri, designed by Tiger Woods. This is Payne's Valley, the 18th hole. A nice medium length par 5, 520 yards, very well bunkered down the fairway, but these fairways are wide at Payne's Valley. It's actually a pretty forgiving golf course that Tiger designed here. Now, the final shot in is just absolutely beautiful with those monolithic stones kind of framing the green. It's just a wonderful, wonderful finisher. And then you got the 19th hole after, which isn't too bad either. Let's see if we can tackle Payne's Valley. Ooh, is it too good? Might hit one of those stones. Off of it, coming back. That is cool. You don't get that on too many golf courses. We're right back in the fairway after we played a little ping pong there. And we're rolling right downhill back into the middle of the fairway. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Although it is going backwards. That's a shame. Again, this green is not going to be in view from this angle. As you can see, I've got a fade one in here really, and I'm 298 out. So you know what? I'm not going to be able to get there one way or the other. So best I just lay up into a good position. Slightly off the toe, but it should be fine. And there you go, look at that. I've played some amazing finishing holes, a lot of times on the coast, especially I love links golf. You got the water, but there's something special about this because you got the water in a different way completely with those waterfalls streaming down. So pretty. I'm gonna go 50-degree wedge here, 117, so I gotta hit all of this one. Green's up front as well. Almost should probably play pitching wedge. In fact, I will. I'll be smart here because there's a bunker, as you can see there, right in the front. Long isn't bad, but short is not good. Come on, draw, draw, draw. I'm glad I played the pitching wedge. That's exactly why. All right, we've got a birdie putt again. As you can see, heading right to left, sloping downhill, 25 feet, 6 inches. Come on. Oh. Another par. Another hole, another par. Again, spectacular finish if you're ever out in Missouri, you got to check that one out. So a huge upgrade to this simulator studio has been the BenQ LK936ST projector. I went from a 1080p projector to this 4K projector. This is a laser projector with 5100 lumens, and the brightness is just out of this world. It fills up the screen so easily because it has these amazing three-dimensional keystoning features built into it. And this being a short throw lens, I only have to have it about 8 feet from this screen to completely fill up my 13:9 screen here. It is so crisp, so sharp. It is absolutely spectacular. They even have a golf mode in terms of color settings, so you can get these beautiful, vivid greens and blues to pop on screen. It's so lifelike. There are 2 HDMI imports built into this, as well as an audio return. So what I've actually done here in my simulator studio is hook up a booming Sony sound system. We've got surround sound in here, and my kids are loving the movie nights on this incredible projector. It beats going to the movies. We pop our own popcorn, break out the candy, and it is so much fun. So if you're in the market for a projector, this one is one that I would absolutely highly recommend. It's been an absolute game changer here for Let's Play Through. I didn't realize I liked par 5s as much as I do. With my next pick here is also a par 5. This is Kiawah Island in South Carolina on the coast. A beautiful peat dye design. And this hole, to me, is really special. It's like a switchback, which I love switchback holes, meaning it's gonna go dogleg left in the beginning, and then it's gonna switch back dogleg right for your second shot. So I played this hole absolutely pitifully in real life, so I'm actually happy that I get a second crack at it here. And if you remember Kiawah Island, it was the site where a 50-year-old Phil Mickelson won the PGA Championship. Pretty cool, pretty amazing. I had one birdie that day. It was on the 17th hole, which is a really tough par 3 over water, almost like the 17th at Sawgrass. I'm gonna actually hit a fade here, believe it or not, if I can pull it off, because it does really narrow, and in real life I was down in that sand and I want to stay away from that. We did pull off the fade there. It's nice when the ball does what you want it to do. Just a little bit more room over there. Hopefully it'll stay in the fairway for us. Stay! All right, first cut. And let's see what we've got in. We've got 268 in. Again, very heavily guarded for bunkers. Now, a nice feature of GSPro is being able to click and just see how far you gotta hit a shot to get yourself to a distance you wanna be. So this is like the 220 range. 240 is where I max out my 3-wood. So I gotta be less than that. I think 5-wood's probably the play into here. And then again, we'll try to go wedge and knock one tight. It just messes with your eyes, this hole, especially with those trees that I'm gonna have to be going over again here. It makes you feel like you really want to go further right than you should. It's just a great design. Pete Dye is a master. Hit that pretty well. And we should be right where I wanted to be. That's great. Would have liked a few more yards, but 65 is a good number for me. I'm gonna go right at this. Hopefully I get the distance right this time. Pushed it just a touch. Distance wasn't too bad, a little longer, yeah, okay. Hey, we got another long birdie putt. We're bound to make one of these. This whole course, by the way, is an infinity loop. Basically, think of it kind of like a figure eight. So you're gonna be going into the wind or with the wind, and then you're gonna turn it back around, and you're gonna go most of the whole course back the other way before you turn it back around again. It's a very cool design. You see a lot of water on this course. Again, just a masterpiece. My other favorite Pete Dye course has got to be Whistling Straits. He built it on 2 tiers where you could see the water on pretty much every hole. Unfortunately, Whistling Straits not in GSPro anymore, so that is a bummer. 30 feet, flat putt. Not sure if I gave it enough. It wasn't too bad for speed. It was a little short, but very missionary position golf here. We are just getting the routine pars on every single hole. We've got to change that. Let's see if we can get a birdie on our last pick here of my top 5 favorite holes on GSPro. We're going to the West Coast, up into Oregon to Bandon Dunes. Now, my favorite course on the Bandon Dunes property is actually Pacific Dunes. And what I think is the best hole on all 5 courses out there is the 5th hole, a classic links golf hole. You've got great duning, you've got a kind of a forced carry here that you've got to hit here with your drive unless you want to bail out to the right. Again, I love risk-reward holes. I also seem to love holes that favor my draw. And this is one of them, 412-yard par 4. This hole could absolutely be out in Scotland or Ireland. It would fit right in. All right, another good drive. Right into that little nook. Stay in the fairway for me. Stay in the fairway. Ah! We're not hitting too many fairways here today. But again, first cut, and that shouldn't hinder us too badly. Again, pin cut left here. You can't see the green with that dune in the way, but again, shot that favors my draw. 7-iron. Caught it just slightly off the toe. Should be middle of the green though. And yeah, what do you say? Another big long birdie putt. Can we finally put one in the hole though? This is a crazy green. Again, this is why you probably want to take a caddy at Bandon Dune. This one going left off my feet, then back to the right, then maybe back left again towards the hole even. Uphill about a foot, so I gotta hit this one 39 feet to finish this one off. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. 5 amazing golf holes, 5 pars. I hope you enjoyed that one. As I mentioned, I'm going to leave a link down below to check out BenQ and their projectors. This has really been a game changer for me. The quality, the clarity, the picture is just so crisp. I absolutely love it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Check back for more videos here each and every week, and I'll catch you back here next time on another edition of Let's Play Through.